for Heartland Radio.
Here we go. Welcome to Heartland Radio 2.0. We're in Indianapolis, Indiana. I don't know where you're at, but I can guarantee you this. Wherever you are at, there's some live event that you could go to in person and have a good-ass fucking time.
Pretty good call. Yeah.
Quit watching everything on TV or listening to it on the radio. Buying tickets can be complicated and confusing. We understand that. But it's not the case anymore because there's an easier, simpler way to buy with SeatGeek. They're the only ticket buying platform that we trust. That's why we recommend them to you. What they do is they search all the other ticket selling sites and they find the best deal for your buck. They're like, this is the best seat you're going to get for the amount of money you got to spend. You can't beat that anywhere else, and every purchase is fully guaranteed so you can shop for tickets with complete confidence on SeatGeek. Live a little, experience a lot. Do yourself a favor and make SeatGeek your go-to ticket buying app. You'll thank us for it. Right now, our listeners get $10 off their first SeatGeek purchase. Just download the SeatGeek app and enter the promo code Heartland. Today, it's all you got to do. Download the app, enter the promo code Heartland, and you get $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase.
That's awesome.
Best deal
Go
on the
do
internet.
it.
Best deal on the internet.
Best company on the internet.
But
Other than us.
Also, by the way, you don't just have to watch things on the television or hear it on the radio.
Okay.
You can also watch things on the internet. Don't do that anymore.
Yes.
Go out and experience it. Let people
that's
watch
true.
you watch things. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's a really good call.
Be part of the show.
Yeah. Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even think about that.
I don't think I would watch a single sporting event if there was no crowd. I think it'd be like watching cricket.
I mean, there's some of those games they put on TV. There's not a lot of crowd. You know what I mean? Not a lot of crowd. But you're right. The crowd makes the entire event.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I like to see the pan of the fans with their face painted.
Oh, yeah. Pan
Going
the
ape shit.
fans.
Take a good video. Maybe tag SeatGeek.
Let SeatGeek know.
Let them know.
Pat, you have a lot of friends at ESPN and a lot of big sports networks.
Friends is an interesting.
I'm going to pass on a little marketing tip for them. If they were to put the Kiss Cam on the actual live broadcast in between plays, I would watch even more than I watch now.
Really? You like
Love
the Kiss
Cam?
I like the Simba Cam.
Oh,
That's a good cam.
it's a good
Simba
cam.
Cam's my favorite cam.
I keep waiting for a kid to get dropped. You never see a drop.
Take a line drive to the face.
Michael Jackson did that with his kid, right? He's the original Simba Cam.
From the balcony?
Out the balcony. Michael Jackson, original Simba Cam. And he did drop his kid.
Was that his kid?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Blanket.
Yeah, it was
Blanket.
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 Oh, yeah.
What a name.
Who was
Blanket.
wrapped?
In a blanket.
Who's?
Kids in a blanket.
Did he had
Too much.
He had
Take it
sex
easy.
with a woman?
We don't know.
No.
No?
It's a surrogate.
Surrogate.
Because we all know now
They don't make enough money. We learned that when.
the surrogates?
Yeah.
It's a good business. There's some people that really do it as a full-time business.
Like they make
It
like
is.
$30K a kid. We went. We researched
yeah,
this
they deserve
when,
more than that.
They
when
do.
Kim K was doing her surrogacy or whatever.
It should be $100K a year.
Well, it's 40 grand.
Outside of your after expenses.
Yeah, because they're only making 40 grand a year. You start doing the math here.
Yeah, it's not great.
No.
No names, but I was asked for my seed while in Los Angeles.
Really?
What?
Who?
We want names.
Yeah,
No,
who?
no names.
What do
No
you
names.
mean, no names?
No names. Friends, I'm not going to put them out there, but there are friends out there.
A couple,
A couple.
I can't believe Mr. Ursay asked you.
male and female.
No.
Two females.
Two females.
Oh, I like that.
They asked for my seed, yeah.
Would you have to do it like the Amish, like behind a curtain, or would you dump it in a cup and then
Well,
one of them would shoot it?
yeah,
like
I mean,
a
I
horse?
didn't go either way on it. I was like, I need more information, and am I going to be knocking the nickels out of one of you two?
Yeah,
Right.
You know, I mean, I wanted
Or
to
both.
know.
Maybe
Just,
both, half a dump each.
Hey,
Strangely enough, they never go for that, which would be
but
we
I
get a lot of more people. To
I ended
sign
up not going for it.
Why?
You know, there's a lot of built-up pressure there and stuff that I was in fear of. I'm just going to come out and say it, in fear of. Like, is the kid mine? No. Am I going to have a relationship with him? Maybe. Am I in their life forever? Is he in my life? And I'm like, and there's no money involved. It's a friendship thing.
you
Here's the answer to your
egotistical
question.
jerk.
You will be in their life for a
See?
short amount of time, and then one of the two is going to get jealous of you, and you're out forever. Though, like I don't want him around the kid anymore.
Then what do? Then I got a kid out there, and all of a sudden I'm,
No,
10
you
years
don't.
from now.
You don't have a
I
bit
don't
out
wanna
there. You
see that.
signed a piece of paper that said, I'm being strictly studded out right now to these two ladies.
I mean, it was serious. They were coming in with contracts and everything. I was like, well, I had to change of thought.
So you don't donate sperm either?
No.
Never in your life?
No.
Me neither, but I have a friend out there who's just spraying all over the place.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, you get cash. You get cash for it.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
Even in the Amish community. Remember? I mean, I
Oh,
have a
yeah.
friend who showed up at my
That's
house.
right.
Well, no, I know
woke me up
that.
with $750. It was like, what's going on?
Really?
Where'd you come from?
Is it true that you go in, they give you I mean, I heard they give you a magazine, go behind the curtain and say, hey, have at it?
Yeah, and then it's just like it's a glory hole, but you're staring. Jeremiah is staring at you. I guess I've never done it. This
That's
is
the
just
Amish one.
a friend of mine who has gone numerous times, and he's the proper guy for them if they're gonna go, in the fields. And
Shaking hands with the bishop for $750? Why not, man?
Well, the
I
Japanese
think
or
it's
Chinese,
the
they have that sucking off machine though.
Yep.
You just put it in, it sucks you off.
right there on the sidewalk.
Like in a mall,
Yeah.
You do have to put it in
get one
right
at
at the
work
moment
here,
of
bro.
release, right?
What's that?
You masturbate until it becomes time for release, and then
The
you
Amish one?
insert it, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't dig deep enough into that.
I thought that was the case.
I
I
mean,
don't know. The rules.
Which would be the opposite of how you usually
I can
have
see
sex,
dudes-
where
I
you
can-
pull out at the end. You
Well,
just
I can
push
see-
it in at the
It's a
end.
push in. It's
Yeah,
a push in
it's a push
technique.
in.
I could see fucking creepy dudes being like, "Oh, about to go," and go in and be like, "Oh, false alarm," and then pull out again, and then
I'm so close. Any second.
Got a little turtle head there.
I don't think I should pull out because it's close.
What a wild world.
yeah,
It is.
I mean, I would go to a sperm bank and do it into a cup.
Sure.
Yeah, but then now this is the same conversation. Like you got kids out there.
I don't know.
somewhere.
It doesn't bother me.
Well, you walk out of that clinic and you have no idea. Like
Correct.
my thing was, I've known these people for years, and so that was the
First off,
Do you still know him?
Oh yeah,
Still talk to him?
yeah.
Do they have a
few
kid?
times a year? Yeah,
So they went somewhere else?
went somewhere
Are you
else.
jealous
yeah.
they have someone else's kids?
Not in the least. No,
me personally,
No.
see,
Was
I know.
that dad better looking than you? Or?
Yeah, let's talk
that was part of it. Healthy, young, vibrant, good looking. A health. Like
You're the guy they
at the
picked?
time, I was.
You're describing yourself right now?
Well, that's what they were saying to me. You have no drug.
Oh,
you have
okay,
drug
got it.
use in your past. You don't currently. You're
Yes,
in good
got it.
health. And so
By the way, if I could impregnate myself, I think I'd let you.
well, go fuck yourself, Pat.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is I would let you.
I know, but I just need to say that.
I think Jeffrey Gorman would be a good. That's why I'm so impressed
so.
that you have made it this far without having a kid. I think
Yeah.
that's the most impressive thing. Like not even like the attached rodeo, like where they trap you in there. Like you know what I mean? You've been around a long time.
Yeah.
Here. No kids is very impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you're selfish and, like I said before, I'm not much, but I'm all I think about.
Are you sure you? Are you sure you swim? You sure you got swimmers?
Yeah, maybe you're sterile.
Tony, they're dolphins. They're ready for war.
See, if I went to go and donate into a cup at a sperm bank or whatever, I don't have to worry about having kids out there because people literally go through a book and pick you out of the book, and I know that I would never be picked. So I'm just,
I don't know.
I'm getting paid without the worry of having a kid.
That good of
I
a
don't
beard?
know. They're like, look at that
this
beard.
slob.
Yeah,
He's got
man.
fucking wing
Exactly.
sauce all
There it
over
is.
his shirt.
It's not like dodgeball. I think you got a pretty good chance.
I don't know.
I do too.
First off, I was always first pick in dodgeball.
Were you really?
Yeah, man. Come on.
Big arm, yeah. Got great catcher.
Best pop time in the state.
Yeah. But as far as being picked for sperm, I don't know.
What was your pop time?
Pretty good, 1.9.
Really?
Don't even know what that means. Don't even know what a good pop time is. Don't know why I asked the question.
Just know it's pretty good.
I just imagine too that if you're a kid raised by two women in that situation, your life's going to be pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Lot
Like
of
they're
love,
going to
yeah.
go way out of their way to make sure you have everything you need.
There was a time when
there's
people
some
fought
downtimes.
that. By the way,
I know.
how?
It's like, what
Why?
are you doing?
Why are we?
Look at all the horrible parents walking around. Mom and dads that hate each other.
Did you ever watch daytime television? Just Maury or Jerry Springer? Right. Let's assume that these two women that want a kid
Yes.
are going to be better than that fucking.
Oh,
cluster.
man.
That was interesting to me when that was a real thing.
I
Like,
know. Dude, if I could be a sperm donor for Paris and Ellen. Is her name Paris?
No.
What's her-
Portia.
Portia. Yeah.
Close.
You get it.
Dude, can you imagine that kid's life?
Yeah, incredible.
And I can tell Ellen wants it. She always alludes to it, and Portia does not. And it makes me feel
stress
I
her.
hurt for Ellen.
You know a lot about their relationship, huh?
I do. I follow her quite closely. That's why I didn't know her girlfriend's name. But
She's got a gorilla sanctuary, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Portia gave her Ellen one, right?
yes.
Poor Billy's just sitting there back there listening to your hypothetical love child with Ellen and Portia and how good of a life it would have had.
Poor Billy, bro. Poor Billy. By the way, I think his name is completely transformed into Billy in The Office, right?
Yeah,
For
1000%.
sure. Nobody calls him Bailey anymore.
What happened? What happened?
Billy.
Gorms, what happened? All started with a Gore minute, bro.
Yeah,
Oh,
you started it. Look what you started.
Shit. I love that kid too.
Changed forever.
I call him Bialy. I don't even call him Billy or Bailey. I call him
Too
Bialy.
much. I can't do that. It's either Gator or Billy for me. I can't muster up Bailey for some reason. I don't know why.
It's funny because he had a stepbrother for years that couldn't say Bailey, so he always called him Billy. He was like, "Come on, Billy."
So we're reminding him of terrible times. That's on me. I should probably stop it.
It's too late now.
No, I think it's locked in.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Hey Pat, you've got a lot of followers on your social media
I do.
platforms. A lot.
Yeah.
I found
word on the
something.
street.
I found something out today.
Earned, not given.
Right. Earned, not given.
Yeah.
You can change the way things are done in these United States, for that matter, worldwide.
Yeah. Goddamn right.
Okay. Here's my point. Chance the Rapper.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for taking my story, but
Was
I
it?
appreciate
Okay.
I saw that and I was like, that wasn't a lot. I mean, it was a lot. It was. He said, "Hey, Wendy's, 2 million, or what's it going to take for you to get spicy McNuggets back?" Wendy's tweeted back, 2 million likes.
They're not
Boom.
McNuggets. Okay.
They're just nuggets.
Whatever.
Well, Mick would be their competitor.
Oh, sorry about that. Spicy nuggets.
No, but I would say McDonald's created the McNuggets.
Yeah,
so,
sure. They
So they kind of dropped.
Boom. Like day and a half later, well over 2 million likes. Spicy nuggets back in Wendy's.
All right, let's all
Pat,
compile
what do you
a
want?
list of
What do
things
you
we
want?
want Pat to bring
What do you
back.
want, Barry? What do you want, Pat?
Excited.
That's something to think about because there's a lot of things that I should potentially really go for
Ice cream trucks.
and weaponize my
did you say,
followers.
Can you get the McRib all year round? You think?
No, I don't love the
put the
McRib.
pressure on it?
I don't think I love the McRib. I understand that people do.
It's pretty popular,
I
but
just-
maybe it's only popular because it's only offered seasonally.
Yeah, I think
Sometimes that happens.
Is that worth it?
celebratory
Yeah.
effect.
what
of it.
worth
Is
How
that the one you want to hang your hat
The
on?
McRib? No.
Here we go, here we go.
Absolutely
It's probably
not.
not the
Spicy
hill you
nuggets,
wanna-
though, good one.
Pretty
Chance,
good.
Chance on with a good one.
Reese's eggs year round.
Pretty good one.
Now that's something
bad.
I can get behind.
Yep.
Also, Pizza Hut with the bread in the or the cheese in the crust.
Stuffed crust,
Stuffed
yeah.
crust.
Wait, they don't have that all year?
I don't know.
They don't have it all?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Tell you what, with this move though, with the Wendy's with the spicy nuggets coming back and with the cookie dough flurry, nope, that's not what it's called.
Frosted.
Frosty. Wendy's is doing it right. Wendy's is about to have a big summer.
Why'd they ever take them away?
The
Spices?
Yeah.
No idea. I
don't
order
know.
them every time.
Same.
They're so much better than the original.
It's bad for the chefs,
what?
for the cooks. Yeah, it's bad for their eyes and their sinuses.
Zito, looking out for the little people. Attaboy, Zito.
Anytime.
Attaboy, Zito, looking out for the little people back there.
Good job, buddy.
That's just like whenever I went to that my first yuppie restaurant there with Peyton, and the waiter came up and said, "Our number one seller is not on the menu." It's like, well, why the fuck not? Right? I mean, I would assume that more spicy nuggets got bought than regular nuggets were bought whenever they were out.
You would think.
It's like, why would you get rid of it? What are we even doing here?
Yeah.
But I guess that is kind of the same motto as the Egg McMuffin only served till 10:30. It's the exclusivity type thing. But it is a real question. What would I go for? I think $5 footlongs is what I would push for right now at the moment. Strictly because they're $12.78 now.
That's
if
a
you
good
want-
point. That's
you know
not a
what I mean?
bad
$5
idea.
for lungs is
Anything you want to drum up with Air Jordan or Nike, maybe?
They already turned their back on me. I mean, it would be great to be able to get into that type of fucking world, but that seems to be a little bit more fast food's more my style.
Is it possible to say that Wendy's paid Chance to do this?
Potentially, yeah. He could be. Yeah, you're
be,
right.
yeah.
He could be an influencer for Wendy's. Not a bad. By the way, Wendy's is good on the internet.
Oh, yeah, they are.
So
are
that would be
very
a
good.
good play by them. Good for them. Good for Wendy's. What else? Burger King. I like things from Burger King.
Oh, Burger King's burger's the best.
Burger King does have vicious flame.
Flame broiled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Broiled.
it's hard to beat the Whopper. to
Whopper
be
Jr.
honest.
all day, man. Whopper
Really?
Jr. Yeah.
What about the BK Stacker?
That's so good.
You guys remember those? Do
Oh,
they
yeah.
still do that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
What was
do.
that? Bacon? Some weird sauce on it?
Sauce.
Yeah.
Basically a double cheeseburger with bacon with some sauce.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hate the
sauce on top?
Baconator. Didn't love the Baconator.
Too much mayonnaise on
No,
that.
Yeah, too much
it
bacon.
wasn't
too.
good. What's the one they have that's like the Big Mac, but it's theirs?
Too bacon.
Whopper.
No, it's
No,
like
it has
the King.
has the special sauce on it.
The Big King.
I don't know
thing.
why I've not eaten that yet. I should. I would stop eating
not enough
McDonald's.
There
around
aren't.
here.
Yeah, there
There's not
aren't
enough
very
around
many
here.
Burger
Do you
Kings
still
around
eat
here.
McDonald's on a regular
I
basis?
do, and I don't know why because I'm sitting here to tell you I like Hardee's better. I like Burger King's burgers better. I don't know why I always go to.
I will
fucking
take a
McDonald's.
quarter pounder with cheese though, and an Egg McMuffin and a McChicken.
Let's go.
Just that's my meal right there. You just heard it.
Yeah.
I will take that any night of the week that I'm not ketoing, which I'm back in it by the way. So T's and P's, please. T's and P's for my taste buds. That'd be great. But I can do that order every single night of the week. Quarter pounder with cheese not giving enough respect in the burger game.
Yeah.
You're solid.
I went to McDonald's the other day and I ordered 3 hash browns and 3 sausage patties and made 3 hash brown sausage patty sandwiches. They're pretty good, to be honest with you.
Really? You just had to shit your pants.
It's just
immediately,
it's a
though.
wild move, but It was really, really
Well, I'll
good.
say this: they
Yeah, I'll do that one
perfected. McDonald's did the burger that's easy to eat in the car.
Oh yeah.
So that's a
like the
big
box,
fucking
though.
move on that.
Box is tough.
I don't like the box.
Anything that comes out, I like the wrapper. I just take the wrapper, unfold half. I'm driving. I'm good.
Oh yeah, it's road code, by the way.
Yeah.
Tim McAfee taught me that way back in the day. Whenever we stopped somewhere, like I would literally have to like wrap half of it and eat out the bottom because we're saving our time later for not having to clean up all our shit.
Yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
it's,
You can't do
it's-
that with tacos, though, right? In the car?
No, it's
No.
not if you're driving.
I mean, hamburger, yeah,
Stuff.
everything kind of stays in one place.
Taco Bell has that end on it that catches it.
I'm not a big Taco Bell guy. I never have been. I know it's good. I get that it's good. Crunchwrap Supreme, no sour cream. Oh, I'm all in. I know that it's good, but I've never been a big Taco Bell guy. McDonald's is always my go-to. Always.
the Taco Bell here that's connected to the KFC, I was going KFC 8 out of 10 times.
See, I would not do that. I think KFC's too hard to eat. I think Taco Bell would be easier to eat.
See, that's
I just get them both.
Yeah, I mean that is a good move. It's tough
boy,
because this strip that we're on.
Fast food strip, dude.
Yeah, but that's arguably one of the top 5 worst McDonald's in America.
Customer service-wise?
Yeah.
It is tough,
Horrible.
yeah.
The
Fucking
Wendy's,
2 hour
the
line.
Wendy's
Wendy's is
is
terrible.
so bad.
The worst.
It's always a 10-car wait.
KFC is not good. Like for whatever it is, this strip right here, the worst fucking customer service in
Oh,
America.
you don't love that.
No, it's terrible.
No, because it ruins your whole experience.
Well, and it's like you go to McDonald's and I got to wait 25 minutes for my fucking food. It defeats the entire purpose. Yeah, you know?
Tell you what, though, that's a good Subway. That Subway on the strip is
Yeah,
a
it
good
is.
Hey,
Subway.
It is.
That
But
Subway is popping off.
But look,
100%.
look who's running that place.
True.
That guy is a hardworking son of a bitch. He is. He also pulls double time
Yes, he
working
does.
at the Phillips 66 back there.
I love.
He does. He works
Night
places.
shift. He works night shift. Phillips 66.
I love when an owner gets involved in his franchise. I went to Baskin Robbins the other day. Gump was in town.
They
He
still
wanted
have
some
those?
ice cream. I'm like, let's stop by the Baskin Robbins.
You didn't- wait.
It's amazing.
You went Baskin Robbins over Dairy Queen?
Yes, I give him
What?
the option. I give him the option.
He's
When-
Canadian, though. He doesn't know.
Yeah, you want to
They
try
have Dairy
Baskin
Queens
Robbins?
in Canada?
They do not.
Oh,
I don't think. I'm going to say they do
God.
not. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm going to say I asked him and he said no.
Blizzard was on the table.
Did you see what they're doing, by the way? They're giving you a platter of like little cups that you could get like 6 different Blizzard flavors this summer.
Nice.
Don't need it. Just give me the
I
fucking
do.
Oreos, triple Oreo on there.
I mean, I can.
Maybe
fucking-
I'm wrong on that.
Go ahead, go with
Yeah,
your
look it
Baskin.
up though, because now
I
I'm
am.
dying to know. But so we go to Baskin Robbins, and this I've been there a few times. First time I've seen the owner, this little old dude, and he walks around and gives us a history lesson on Baskin Robbins.
Nice.
Explains every flavor about why which one's been around the longest, which ones are new, and why they got rid of some. And I'm like, this is pretty fucking cool.
And you'd
it's
go
like
back.
a mini museum right now, and I'll go back just because of that.
John Taffer
There was
said,
no other customers.
I mean, I was like, you can save your time right now. I'm getting mint chip. but-
I don't care how long this
Still,
store's
yeah.
been around. I'm getting mint chocolate chip just so I can keep moving. John Taffer said you get him in the door 3 times, you got him forever.
Oh, I believe that.
So they have like a couple rules in some restaurants. Like if it's first time, they'll have like a white napkin or something. Like so everybody knows this is the first time in. So go and like let's make these people very happy so we can get them 2-3 times in
Love
here.
it, love it.
Then we'll get them forever. Seems like the Baskin Robbins guys like, here we go. New meat, looks like a Canadian. Let's fucking keep him in here. And if he ever comes back, this is going to be our guy.
Yep.
Not a bad decision.
No, not a bad decision at all.
Dairy Queen for sure in Canada.
Okay.
28
It
countries
must-
worldwide.
First
Maybe
one was
some else
1958. So, or sorry, 1953.
Maybe that's why
Well,
he
they're
went with
established.
Baskin Robbins.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because Baskin Robbins probably not in Canada.
You want 31 flavors, Baskin Robbins.
Taco Bell. That was the one they don't have. They do not have Taco Bell. They have a taco
Really?
something else. At least in British Columbia area where he lives, there's no Taco Bell.
Taco Queen.
Taco Buzzer.
No, it was taco something I never heard of.
What was that?
But you
Zeta?
can put anything after taco.
Zeta, what was that?
Taco Queen.
What, El Pollo Loco?
Oh, yeah.
What's that from the...
From Breaking Bad.
I had a T-shirt that said that.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah, because I go to the Target, they had a T-shirt, and I just wore it, and everybody stopped me. It
Oh,
was like-
Massimo.
everybody was like, awesome shirt, awesome shirt. No, it was before the Massimo deal. It was before I started promoting fucking college scandal. Everybody would stop me. They're like, TSA, everybody would be like, great shirt, man. I'm like, yeah, thanks, bro. It wasn't for like 2-3 years later that I realized, like, oh, it's from Breaking Bad. That's why everybody fucking like, this is where all the drugs
Was it
come
called
from.
El Pollo Loco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a restaurant
Gus
chain
Fring
in
did.
California.
Is
Well,
it?
it's also where fucking
Yeah.
Tuzzy was getting all the meth.
Right.
That's where he's selling all
Just
the
eat
meth.
there
Their
quite a
food
bit.
looks good there on Breaking Bad. I'm always like, it looks like a pretty good
Wait, it's an
place.
actual real chain.
Yeah, they did like pop-up stores all over the country when the final season came out, and people were saying like the chicken and the fries were actually like delicious.
Good
so.
for them.
How about Pollo Loco getting on board with it as opposed to suing them for ruining their name?
Yes.
Probably
'Cause
could have went
that's
the
the
other way.
move, right?
Good
Like, hey,
exposure.
this is the best commercial ever.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
Plus, if you
except for the
think there's a
meth part.
chance you can get meth there, more business.
See, but he never did business at the restaurant, and he
That's
was
true.
very good with customer service. So it actually painted them in a pretty decent
That
light.
was an owner. He went around, he swept the floors, he talked to the people at the tables.
exactly.
Guy knew what he was doing.
I would love to be a restaurant owner of like a little Italian place and talk to the regulars every night. Stop at the table, see how they're doing, talk about their kids.
when would you get sick of that though? Weekend?
Probably day 3. It wouldn't take long.
When I lived in
Fucking
Texas, we had
Giovanni's
Taco
best.
Bueno, and it was way better than Taco Bell.
Taco
it's still
good.
there.
Taco good,
Bueno,
right?
yeah, it's the best.
Well, yeah, I mean,
10 times better
What
than
about
Taco
Miss
Del
Banyo.
Taco? Del Taco.
Never had it, but I've
West
seen
Coast
them.
thing, so much better than Taco Bell.
anything that's like mom and pop versus chain is going to be better.
Well, these
See,
are chains.
I'm
This
out
huge
on
chain.
that.
but smaller chain.
I am out on that.
I know you are.
Pizza, I can agree with. But in some particular realms, every mom and pop place is looking to become a chain place. Every single one of them. No, we like only making 20 grand a year. Okay, I get it. But every one of them, if they got the opportunity, would become a chain place.
You think
Yeah.
that with pizza too?
No, I said pizza is the
Yeah,
only.
Oh, is the exception.
Just like in the
Okay.
internship. They didn't want to expand to Palo Alto, but, Vince Vaughn had a hell of an offer for him.
But really,
movie.
somebody backs a Brinks truck up and says, "This is yours. All we got to do is sign this licensing agreement." And they don't think they wouldn't all do it.
Yeah, everybody would do it.
Yeah.
It's fine as long as the product at the very first home shop doesn't suffer.
I agree with
let
that.
the chains fucking
Well, just like what happened with Subway when they got too big. The meat started going down, the bread started going down.
fucking yoga
It's inevitable.
mat bread.
Yep, it's what happened. Yoga mat in the bread. I can't believe that was a
tough time.
real headline.
It was a tough time.
We thought that was the bottom for Subway.
Nope.
There
is no bottom for them.
Oh, there was a rock bottom.
Yeah, but they survived that.
If you can survive that,
They
you can
did-
survive anything.
They did a whole rebrand too after that. That's why I don't know if the $5 footlong is possible to come back no matter how many retweets because it kind of takes them back in time.
What a great
Jerry.
jingle, though. I miss the jingle.
Remember
was
the
a
beer
jingle for it?
company, Pat?
Oh yeah, there it is.
$5 footlong.
Hi, I'm Jared. This is what I used to wear. What was that?
Remember the brewery that wanted to make a beer for you and then got all wishy-washy during the meeting, and they were like, well, we just need to think about it. We don't, attaching ourselves with a specific person can be dangerous. You know what happened at Subway. They're like, you really just compare him to Jared Fogle right
Call
now?
me a pedophile. Your beer tastes like shit anyway.
We should have known with the khakis. Those khakis were a dead giveaway.
The guy? Or with Jared?
Jared. Yeah, with Jared.
I mean,
The guy that was talking to us at the beer place also had a guy. That's who you were talking. I remember him clear as day.
Gorms,
Yo,
you need to get better at sports gambling, right?
always,
You need to get more organized and tracking your action, right?
every day.
Do you want to see where people that are smarter than you are putting their money?
What do you got, Tony?
You need to download the Action Network app. If you love to bet on sports, then you are going to love this app. It tracks your bets across all major sports in one place. You get score alerts specific to your action. They have so much information. Today I found out that they have umpire information for every game. It shows if the
gotta have
umpires
that.
are in favor. It shows their over-under records for every umpire.
Boy,
That's legit.
Yeah, that's legit. It tracks the weather or what the game's going to be. It tracks everything. Anything where the money's at, everything you need to know if you want to be a better gambler
It's
is
education.
on the Action app. You can follow us as well, too. Follow your friends' Action and get real-time notifications when Todd, Nick, and I, and Gorms, and everyone bets. See our records for today, the last 7 days, 30 days, and all-time by sport. Go to getaction.app/bro-bro-bro-bets and become a smarter, better gambler today. Getaction.app/bro-bro-bro-bets and become a smarter, better gambler today.
Jared Fogle had a rough costumes there whenever he was.
rough.
You think those were really his old pants? Nah.
No way.
No.
No.
Nobody keeps those old pants.
He's a
around.
bad guy. Where's he in jail at Colorado? Anybody reach out to their pen pal penitentiary people?
I got an address.
I tried.
What happened?
They're in Supermax, so apparently I can't write mine.
So you have zero competitors in the race now?
Yep.
Attaboy.
Classic me.
Didn't Zito have like 6 others?
Zito, did you write?
Yeah, I wrote 3. No reply yet.
Todd's worried. Todd has the.
That's a
Go
lie.
ahead. Yeah, it's definitely a lie.
There's no
Todd's
way you
worried.
saw it.
Todd has her address, but he's worried about the return address.
Yeah, I think I got to get a PO box or something. Because here's my thought with Jodi Arias is
Smart.
Yeah.
she's never getting out, but there could be some weirdo dude that's so in love with her that if she said, "Go kill this smart ass fucker for me," he would do it.
Well, don't come off as a smartass in your letter.
Well, yeah.
Man, put your return address as the pub.
Oh,
Great
that's
idea.
a thought.
Yep. There it is.
That's
definitely
We're
happening.
already in
the
enough
move.
danger living there.
Why?
Because the fucking walls are about to
dumpsters.
fall.
Walls are
down.
falling. There's
Yeah.
rats in there. We don't need a murderer coming to our
rats.
doorstep.
Rats now?
You guys still have a
The
rat
mice
problem?
went to rats?
No, the
They've been
mice
eating
actually have
good.
gone away.
They've been eating good. Is that the difference between mice and rats? Is how good how healthy they are?
They just grow.
They've been eating good.
Here's speaking of rats. There's this new diet trend going on somewhere in Mongolia where people are eating the raw livers of rodents there, and this one couple ate it and fucking they died of bubonic
No
plague.
shit.
Yes, they had to quarantine 118 people they had contact with for 6 days because of it.
Did you see the thing they ate? The marmot?
The marmot. It's
It's-
like a
Oh,
it's
giant
just a big
rat.
rat.
Right?
It's
Yeah,
a,
it's
no,
a
it's a
marmot, dude. It's a
dog.
water- it's a water
It's
rat.
a dog. It's a rat
Like
that's
a
the size of
prairie
a
dog?
dog.
Yeah, they fucking love the water.
Oh, get away from me.
You don't eat rodent anything.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fucking delicacy.
Fucking
over
King
there.
Henry VIII taught us that.
Hold on, though. All these things are coming back now?
Yeah, so
Oh,
now
yeah.
So now we know there's bubonic plague floating around.
Well, yeah, the permafrost
in
is melting,
animals.
Todd.
I get it. I
Oh,
get
I
it.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Diggs saw a map of the measles outbreak in Allegheny County. It's like covering like 80% of the county.
Allegheny County, that's where I'm from. What happened?
Well, obviously, I'm following WTAE on the Twitter machine.
Yeah. Me too, by the way. I didn't know the measles were
There's a
popping.
measles outbreak because all these non-fucking vacciners.
This is all Jenny McCarthy's fault.
I know.
Jenny McCarthy and that guy from New Kids on the... No, Jim Carrey.
Well, probably
Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey's
Yeah.
fault.
But
He
yeah,
went
she is
crazy.
with him now. And
Donnie.
he's my favorite person in the world. But Donnie Wahlberg. But is he on that train now too? Because
No,
if so, I'm
Donnie's
going to be
not on
upset.
that train.
There's like a real problem. Like doctors are having to come out and be like, listen, we understand that your favorite game show host from MTV in the 90s is saying that these vaccines are bad, but we're having real problems. Like Brooklyn, I think Brooklyn is in a real bad spot.
It's all
Yes.
over the place. Dude.
Yeah, it's like, what is going on? Do I have all these vaccines?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
So
you're
I can
good.
just fucking waltz
Yeah,
right
yeah.
through these
Yeah,
times?
yeah,
Yeah, you're
fine.
going to be fine.
Good.
Just like when the cops show up at an underage party, you do the same thing with a measles, and you're overage.
Yeah.
You do the same things with a measles
Except for
outbreak.
you're partying with a bunch of underagers, so you should maybe think about just...
No, I'm saying in college when
Hanging
you were
your head.
21 and everyone else was maybe 20.
Easy, Tony Fogel.
Oh.
From you, Jeffrey. Huh?
Who hosted Dog Eat Dog? Was that that chick?
Good call.
I don't
I don't know
know.
who the fuck that is. Is that dude?
It was a game show. It was a game show.
Was that the same chick though? That the measles thing?
She's
No.
blonde.
Oh,
No, I forgot.
Yeah, her
her
name's
name.
Brooke.
Brooke Burns.
Brooke Burns.
Oh,
Dog eat dog.
don't know
Book
who that
it.
is.
Who's
Final
Brooke Burns?
answer.
Were you up for that gig?
No. But Brooke
Oh,
Burns.
that
Who's
show.
Brooke Burns?
Blonde, big teeth, beautiful.
There's big teeth.
Not country house.
Were you ever up for any kind of show like that? Some like talking head
Like Fear
hosting
Factor?
or any weird things like that?
Joe Rogan or Jeff Gorman?
You were an MTV VJ for like
Yeah.
an hour or two.
You were a VJ?
You were a VJ?
I was
Like,
a VJ for a total of 2 months and 2 weeks over the summer of 90 blah blah blah.
can we
Oh.
find that right now? You like,
I got
and
pictures,
up next,
but-
Was
we
it
got
between you and
Kid
Carson?
Rock.
No, it was between me and a kid named Eric Palladino, who's an actor who ended
oh,
up
we have
getting
talked
it.
about this.
And so I ended up doing 2.5 months worth of shows
You know him, Ty.
in about 3.5 weeks. So I was
Really?
doing So I'd go there 6 to 8 hours a day. We'd do 2 days, one day in the morning, one day at night, and I did overnights like midnight to 7 a.m. And it's like, hey, coming up.
Was it enjoyable?
Jane's Addiction. Yeah, it was fun. It was just, I like working off somebody, but there it's just you and the camera,
Holy shit.
Huh?
The 1995 MTV Movie Awards, tonight at 9 p.m. Picture, Gorman.
Oh, yeah? Well, what year?
1995.
Nice,
95,
okay.
man.
You look fucking good, by the
How about
way.
that? Little blonde tips in there? Sure.
Good flow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've lived, man.
Looking good.
Do you remember who
did
took home the golden popcorn that year?
I don't know, but all I know is I had a good connection in New York City when I was there for almost 3 months. Oh, that was... Yeah.
What do you mean a good connection?
A lady friend? Oh, okay. Connection. All right.
Little devil's dandruff.
What's up, Chopper?
Booger
Bopper?
sugar.
Well, he did 6 months worth of work in 3 weeks. They left you
Ready to
no other
go. Yeah,
option.
let's
They left
go.
you
I'm
no-
ready to work.
Yo,
Who's the
this
big tall?
fucking picture?
Who's the big tall skinny guy that they picked for a job there? And I want to be a VJ. Could barely get his sentences out. He was. He wore like bell bottoms at the bottom.
Jesse.
Jesse.
I can't remember his last name.
He took Gorman's job though.
Does this picture look like your brother a little bit when he had hair like that?
Jason McAfee.
Yeah.
Gorman and Jason McAfee, kind of similar looking. That's tough.
Nice. Hey, what if you would have became like the next big thing for MTV?
Could have been.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sitting here.
Well, I was.
You'd be hosting The Voice.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you look good.
What are you wearing? Is that a Thrasher t-shirt?
You couldn't beat out Carson Daly, huh?
No, that was a good thing. You went into the wardrobe at MTV, and they're like, "What do you want to wear today?" And I'm like, "You tell me."
Fucking Jenko jeans. And
Yeah.
Puka shell necklace.
Gorms.
And nickel like this. There was 2 nights out of those 2.5 months that I wore a Wings jersey, Iserman jersey.
Oh, that
Yeah.
boy.
They said, "Hey," I said, "Hey, can I do anything sports related?" They said, "Yeah." What do you want? So I wore a Red Wings jersey. How about that?
Was that back when they were good at hockey?
That was good. Oh yeah,
yeah, that was
Hockey
dope.
Town for a reason.
You look like you belong on Seventh Heaven. That TV show.
No, but Gorms, back to giving your seed. Like, what if you give these women your seed and then your daughter/son becomes like really famous?
Yeah, now
Like,
you're
look
not.
at the positive
Now
side
it's
of
not
it
paying
all.
dividends on the backside.
Because you don't
That
even
would
have
be
to
more painful.
You don't even have to be a parent. Like you have none of the negatives, but you could have positives.
You're like a
Yeah, but
grandparent.
you know what I am
immediately.
though? I'm a parent.
No, a grandparent. You're a grandparent.
I'm a parent.
Are
No,
you?
you're not.
No, you.
Yeah, it's your kid.
Not
That's what I'm
legally.
saying.
They
I know
have
all
It's
the
their
paperwork
kid.
and everything, but you lay down at night and you rest your head on the pillow and you're like, oh yeah, I'm a parent to a kid that I haven't seen. Something like that. That's
Who cares?
That stuff came in because I have a soul. Sorry, I mean I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
What if you raise the next Ted Bundy?
Norman Gorman.
That too.
By the way, Efron. I thought Efron was really, really fucking good. In that
He was
movie.
awesome.
The movie was a little slow. Kind of put me to sleep early, but I came back to it and enjoyed the ending.
Yeah, he's
It did.
he's a better actor than I thought.
He was good.
Yeah,
Kind of scary how good he was.
I know. He had that right kind of mix
So good
of
at that
creepy but con manish, good looking type person.
How about him working on the falls, his drops?
Hilarious.
Where
I
he's
just
off the
pointed
top
at
water.
Gorman.
Well, me and Gorman know Zac Efron. Me and Gorman know Zac Efron.
Oh, I thought you meant the creepy con man, good looking.
No, it was the timing. I was pointing.
Unfortunate timing.
Yeah, I was pointing before because Gorman introduced me to Zac Efron, and I've told the story plenty of times.
Was that the same day you took a picture?
Well, I didn't take a picture. Overton took a picture, and I was in the back,
Right.
faking fellatio because that's how Overton was acting to Zac Efron. And in the photo, it made it on TMZ because it was his first time in public or whatever.
Right.
And you could see my arm in the back, but you couldn't see me actually taking down a cock. But I met the Zac Efron, tiny little fella, attractive though.
Yeah.
Hey, when did you get to town? Did you get to town the other night? Oh yeah, I got in 2 days ago. Did you burn this fucking place down or what? Oh, I've been sober for 6 months. Have a good one, bro. All right. I'm gonna get the fuck
He did
out.
he had a rough stretch. He had a little rough stretch
They
at
all
that
do.
time.
He had a Santa hat on when he
mean-
came in the locker room. I didn't know what he was. I had no
When
idea.
you're that, you get that big, that young, you're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, you have to have a
You're
rough
gonna have a
stretch.
little stretch there.
He was a cool guy, though.
Yeah, he was
He was very nice to all of us, which is cool. Overton and Hasselbeck lost their mind. Hasselbeck because his kids, Overton because Overton.
Yeah, I can definitely see Overton going head over heels for that guy.
He's High School Musical, bro. I got your photo. Vinatieri lost his shit. What's High School Musical? And I was like, what is High School Musical? Great question. And we had to Google it, and we learned, and we're like, this is Overton. But Overton got a picture, and then Overton got in like all the tabloids
Yeah,
because of his picture with Efron.
nice.
Yeah, so Ricochet got a lot of pub out of this. whole
But
thing.
Hasselbeck, he threw his camera at me and said, "Take a picture too." So
Well, yeah, Hasselbeck because his kids, he said.
Yeah, he'd be a hero to his kids. That's a different story.
A good excuse.
Yeah.
By the way, he looked a lot like Ted Bundy.
Yeah,
It was creepy.
They did a good job.
I thought it was a really good movie. I
Yeah.
did. I wish they would have went into the killings a little bit
Me
more.
too. I wanted a little more of that mixed in.
Because I didn't really learn much more about Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
I already knew.
Right.
But it was interesting to kind of see the way that lady and he, you know what I mean? That was a
Yeah,
big deal.
yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea that she had called in on him. I learned that.
That's awesome. by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
And the hacksaw part, obviously, awesome. That was
Yeah. Good ending. Good
Awesome.
ending.
awesome. I mean, it was pretty cool.
Go on.
Not the act of doing it, how he revealed it to his
Yeah.
girlfriend, fiance.
Yeah, that is cool. Because
because he wouldn't have.
Fine.
No
Okay.
spoilers, but
Yeah,
Ted
yeah.
Bundy was
He killed people.
he 30 at least. Ted Bundy was a mad. He can't do that anymore. I don't think there's any Ted Bundys anymore.
I didn't think he was great at his. Well, he was good at escaping, but like the one time when he escaped, they caught him in like 6 days. I'm like, come on, be better at hiding.
Yeah, but there's no internet.
I
Did
know.
you see the Bundy tapes when he talked about growing up into the woods?
Yeah.
No.
Kind of
It's-
froze his
Got
ass
cold,
off.
right? There's no
Oh, is that
power
what
in the
hap-
place
is
he
that what
went.
happened?
Yeah, he escaped into the wilderness in Colorado, and then he was like, I think I'll be better off in jail.
Yeah, I'll just break it
Well,
again when it's
they
warmer.
They left that part out.
That's awesome.
Why don't you think they're serial killers anymore in this day and age?
Just everything you do is on film.
Yeah, it's harder to get away with it.
Everything
like
you do
that.
is on film. And now that I know a little bit more about like how things operate, every single thing you do is being documented.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I'm saying is there's a recent murder in Indiana that we talked about where a woman's foot was found North Indiana.
Yeah, but that
And
guy,
then
not
her-
North Indiana, in Indiana.
In Indiana, but like near Gary, right? Crown Point.
No, I think it's.
Yeah, that's where it was found.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But her car was found like
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
Indianapolis area.
Yeah, that guy will get caught though, and I
Yeah.
don't think that guy's a serial killer.
Okay.
There
Yeah, I
was
think there
in
are.
Toronto, though, not too long ago, like some guy had killed like 13 homosexual men over the course of like like in his neighborhood.
Man,
Like
why
that-
do people do it? Why do we? Can't we all get along?
Do you think he really had a affection for that girl? Do you think like like a person like Ted Bundy could really have feelings for that girl?
Yeah,
or
he
he
definitely-
No, I think that's why he didn't kill her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Otherwise, I think he would have killed her the first night.
Yeah,
And
I
he went
think so,
back with
too.
her, you
I
know?
think a lot of the killings he did do were because of his feelings for that girl. Like he was suppressing feelings for her and acting out on other people.
Because they said they all look similar to her,
That's a
right?
good take.
I don't know about that. I think they all varied in similar ways, but they were all relatively young women. I think it was just he probably had some frustrations and some feelings that he wouldn't want to hurt her, and he took them out on other people.
I definitely think there's still serial killers. I mean, we've all maybe not Todd, but
I just think you can't get away with it for as long.
Right.
but we've
Yeah,
we've all
exactly.
lived in bigger cities for most of our lives. But like these small rural towns, like I assume
Anything
you can
can
travel
happen.
from town to town and fucking get away with that.
Yeah.
Just thinking off the top of my head.
I agree.
I bet you a truck driver. If you're a truck driver, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just spitballing here.
There was a guy once who was a truck driver. I dove for the case as
Oh,
a
the
diver.
I-95 killer?
He went along I-70.
Oh, okay, him.
And he would pull in rest stops and he would just shoot somebody. And then he would just drive on to another one, shoot somebody. So he was a little more of a spree killer, I think. He just went for a few days and then he got caught. And then, like, they asked us to go dive. He took the gun apart in its three major large components and put them in a different body of water, just throwing them out off the side of the interstate. So they called our team because he said one bridge that was in Indiana. It was somewhere near, it was on I-70, like somewhere near Newcastle, as I recall. And so me and another guy first show up. We're like, oh, this is cool. You know, this guy, spree killer, serial killer, whatever. And we're just standing on the bridge waiting for the rest of the guys just shooting the shit. And we're looking at these big ass like carp fishing or swimming in the body of water there. And I was like, what is that shiny thing down there? And he's like, well. I was like, I think that's what we're looking for. That's a piece of gun.
No way.
And they're like, yeah. So I go down there, and it just happens to be in the stretch of that body of water that's only like ankle deep. It's just sitting there. And so everybody shows up, and they're all excited, whatever. I'm like, I found it. I found it. Don't even have to get wet. We just wait in there, put it in a little bag. Here we go. We're done. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, think about that. How far away were you from your precinct?
Probably 15-minute drive.
Yeah, so you're way out there. It's like it's literally a needle in a haystack, and you walk down and you see it.
Yeah, I thought we were in for an all-day dive. We're going up and down this freaking river here. And it was like, oh, that right there. Yeah, he didn't work hard at all. I had that. Just kind of threw it as far as he could get from the side of the road.
It's like an SVU thing,
Yeah.
you know?
So
I
when
mean,
you,
like
when you find a gun down there, is there a possibility there's a fingerprints on there, or is the water just?
Yeah, you maintain it by making sure you put it in the river water. So, like, we scooped it up in like a paint can.
Yeah.
Like we use them for arsons too. It's just like a sterilized paint can. You put it in there and you put the lid on.
Like a goldfish.
So preserve it so that because after they start to dry it out, they only have so much time to work with before it rusts. Oh, it gets crazy. So I think I'm pretty sure if I remember right, there's still a possibility to get prints off of it.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Which is why they were doing it, but yeah. But plus he'd already fucking gave the whole thing up, so. But there's like diving for shit is a real fucking method to it. Like usually we dove for guns the most, I would say. And you always
metal
just start,
detector?
Yeah, sometimes you use that. Usually it's just mope and grope, though, 'cause you just can't see. The
Mope and
water's
grope.
like black, so there's no visibility. So you would start with, you would take a dummy gun, right, that's weighted the same. It's an actual gun, but it's just a molded piece of metal. And you have somebody stand on the bank, and like if there's a witness that said they saw them, they threw it from around there, you just have somebody throw it out as far as they can, wherever it lands. You throw out a buoy, mark it, drop anchor there.
You go scour
and then
that
you just
area?
take a line off of it, and you start like just diving in a spiral outward from that point on. And usually you find it within one pass of rope. But
Really?
yeah,
I thought it'd be harder than that.
no, it's pretty easy.
You ever find the dummy
Good to know.
gun?
Good to know.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah. You're like, oh, there it is. Fuck. I never found a person though. All my buddies had found dead bodies. I guess that's pretty creepy because like you can't
I
see
can imagine. Fuck.
except 3 inches out, so you just kind of go mask the face like, and you can always tell from the surface when they find a body because bubbles just go from the person freaking out.
Have you had a guy in your
Unit.
Crew.
No.
Squad.
Like under
Friends group.
a guy that, how about this? There's a crime. You're called to the crime. A guy gets in the back of your car and squeals like a stuck pig right there. I did it. I shot it. I caught the gun. I did. Do you tell him, do you not say anything? Or do you tell him, hey, you don't have to say anything right now without a lawyer here? Or I'm just talking about when people plead to police officers, that comes back into their court case down the road, correct?
You can't just, you can let them rant.
Right.
It's called exclamatory something. It's an exception to the Miranda Rights rule because for Miranda, in order for you to have to be required legally to read the rights, they have to have two things present. They have to be in custody and there has to be interrogation. So if I'm not asking you questions and you're just yelling
Yes.
shit out,
Yes.
Miranda does not apply. I can use all of it.
Oh, okay.
But if you stop and then I start to ask you questions, that's when I have to Mirandize you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because that happens a lot. People just start yelling shit out. Like I stopped a guy with these two kids going back to IU and just out in the middle of Decatur County, Indiana, stop him on a bypass. And I didn't. The kid was talking a mile a minute, so I'm like, something's up, right? So he's sitting in my passenger seat, and he's just talking, Bobby Knight, this, blah, 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 you like basketball, blah, blah, blah. He will not shut up. So I just keep riding his ticket, and I'm just riding it. And I get done, and I go, all right, here's your ticket. You're free to go. By the way, where's the dope at? And he's like, I got 2 bags under my seat. I was like, fuck, yeah. 2 big bags of weed under his seat. Yeah. Just fucking, people are weird. Let me interrupt this conversation with some important information.
What do you got, Todd?
It's almost Mother's Day. Don't forget to thank the real pros this Mother's Day. Where would you be without your mom?
Nowhere.
My mom is a pro at keeping me stocked with stuff I never pick up myself when I go shopping. I'll never run out of paper towels, Nick. Every time I visit her, she loads my truck up with stuff she got on a 2-for-1 sale. I never buy pork shoulder, but I got a whole freezer full of pork shoulder, Nick, thanks to my mom, and I appreciate her. That's why I'm going with 1 dozen assorted roses from ProFlowers.com. Smart. I know my mom likes a little variety as the thing, and that selection has red, yellow, orange, and pink roses with 4 different vase options. That's right, I said vase, not vase, because I'm not fancy. But if you want something else, ProFlowers lets you choose from a variety of bouquets and unique vases that suit every mom's style. Then simply select the delivery date you want. ProFlowers carefully packages your flowers and delivers them fresh from the farm, and express delivery means her flowers stay fresh. Right now, get 1 dozen assorted roses for just $19.99.
What?
Double the roses and get a premium vase for just $9.99 more.
What?
That's a hell of a deal. So visit ProFlowers.com, click the microphone in the upper right corner, and enter our code Heartland. That's ProFlowers.com, click the microphone, code Heartland. Mother's Day is May 12th, so don't wait. Order like a pro and get this amazing rose deal to thank all the moms in your life.
Better get on it.
I appreciate your mom too. That's why I got her 2 dozen.
That hurts, Nick. I just found this out about you, Gorms. We were talking about your Vijay thing. Is you tried stand-up comedy once? I didn't know that.
Yeah, a couple times. I did. I started at the Laugh Factory on Sunset Boulevard in L.A. Jamie Musada, the owner there, and I literally on 2 different occasions, I stood in line from 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon up until you went on stage, and you had you had 2.5 minutes on stage, and so I did that twice, and then Musada saw me twice and said, "Yeah, you can come back, but we'll do 5 minutes the next time."
Well, that's good.
Like that's how it went right there. So, fun stuff. I do an imitation. Like I would put. Don't ask me to do it right now. Let me work on it, all right?
Okay.
But it would be Sammy Davis Jr., which is a little old for some people.
Right.
A little old for some people, but I would do him in different situations and stuff, and I would bring the crowd into it. So I enjoyed it. And then I went to the Comedy Store, which is Mitzi Shore's place, and I bombed. And I had 5 minutes there, and I bombed. And I never looked at stand up like the same again.
Yeah.
Like it was a gut shot that some people it goes right over their head. And I'm like, man, I didn't enjoy that at all. I wasn't great at all. The people were hooting and howling on me. I was like, so I kind of
What year about was this?
right around probably 95, 90, 96.
So who was big in
Dane
the
Cook
Comedy
was
Store?
there. Dane
Oh,
Cook,
really?
Dane Cook was there in a Boston Bruin jersey, and he was at the Laugh Factory both nights that I were there, as well as help me here, Kevin Mulcop,
James.
Oh,
Kevin
Nealon.
James,
Kevin James. Yeah.
Kevin James also
Holy
were there,
shit.
rolling around.
I'm
yeah.
a big Kevin James guy.
Yeah,
I
so-
love him.
So I did have some stand-up routine, but I didn't work on it enough, and I didn't love it after had a bad set. A
Right.
5 minute I call it a set. But,
Yeah.
it was
I don't know how you guys do it.
Back all right, so back in the 90s, you've seen comedy back from the 90s where it was a little more stickish, right? And there was props used and it was different, right? Like you can't do that kind of comedy now because people now want you to be raw and kind of just tell the truth up there and tell stories. But there's a guy who's still a kind of a corporate level comic now. He just does corporate shows pretty much in Louisville right now. And I don't want to say his name, but super nice guy. We love that guy. And he's old now. So, but he has these huge credits like from the Tonight Show and all this stuff from back in the day. And he won the Boston Comedy Festival. And I love him. And he personally makes me laugh, but his comedy is so outdated. He has this thing with signs that he does and stuff, right? And so we just kind of, we're like, is he ever going to evolve his act or whatever? And so I'm listening to WTF with Mark Maron one day, and he's got fucking Bill Burr on there, somebody huge like that. And they're talking about the heyday of comedy in Boston. And they were talking about all the heavies back then, like when they were starting out. And they were like, God, yeah, you remember? And they're listed by name. And then they say this guy's name. Remember this guy? And they're like, oh, nobody wanted to follow that guy. He would just destroy clubs. He was the biggest thing, and you always hated to get. And I'm like, are you serious right now? So I guess he was like a huge deal back in the day. It just blew my mind.
wow.
Because I watch it now, and I'm like, boy, you just can't do that now. And I didn't do comedy back then. I didn't start, until late in life. But I'm like, man, if I'd have started when I was 19, I'd have been doing all that.
Do you remember
hokey
your
shit.
first gig? I mean, your first time that you said, hey, it's an open mic night or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you said, where was it at? And A, what was it? And number two is, did you have to did you drink excessively before you went on stage?
Got fucking blacked out.
Yeah.
Like I was so up for it. I only did it because this girl I was dating she was like a cancer. Like when I met her, she'd already survived cancer,
Nice.
passed it and all that stuff. But she still had this bucket list. She was always like going on trips to knock out, hike the Grand Canyon, all this shit. So she made me do one, and the first thing on my list was try stand-up comedy. It was the only thing on my list, the only thing I could come up with. So she just kept on me about it. And then finally I was like, I'm going to be a piece of shit, all the shit she went through, and she still does this stuff. So I went, but I was prepared for 3 weeks. I think I took a week off work to write 3 minutes of comedy. I was so fucking worried about it. And bad jokes, probably, whatever. Like one of the first jokes I ever wrote was that I did that night was about how we should use I can't say the word now anymore, but the M word, little people, how we should use little people to wean child molesters off of children. That's an awful joke, right? But,
I love the concept.
but it did
I
crush.
see the logic behind it.
Yeah.
That's a great concept.
And I had this joke about a lazy eye because Bailey's mom has a lazy eye.
Oh,
and,
got her.
Yeah, so I did that, but I didn't remember my set. I got did so many shots beforehand. I didn't remember how it went. And all my friends were like, "No, dude, you were fucking cut out. It was crazy. You got to keep doing it again." And then one of the comics hit me up on Facebook at the time that had been around a long time. He's like, "Hey, man, you were about the best new guy that went up in a while. So you should start doing it more.
And that was all you needed.
He told me all these open mics I could go to, and then I just got addicted and did the fucking open mic sing solid for like 3 years.
That's awesome.
Every night of the week. I broke up with her right away just because it just happened, and I didn't get a girlfriend for like 3 years. When I had Bailey, I stayed home with him. When I didn't, I was doing comedy at night. So
Did you do cop stories in the beginning?
no, I didn't, because my department wouldn't let me. We had this dickhead that was in charge, and he wouldn't let me talk about cop stuff or get paid, either one.
Wow.
Really?
And then
Like you were a fucking college athlete?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I was like doing comedy for the NCAA for 3 years. So
Wouldn't
then
let you
we
get paid?
No, because you have to get, when you're a state trooper, you got to get outside employment approved in writing.
Right.
You got to apply for it, and he wouldn't let me do it. And then we got a new superintendent. But to be honest, like I wasn't good enough to get paid any substantial amount of money anyway then. So we got a new superintendent when I started getting good at comedy, and he was like, "Hey, first order of business, tell McComas that he can do stand-up comedy. Resubmit
That's awesome.
to me." I was like, "Okay," because he watched me on YouTube and stuff. So I was like, "Yeah, nice."
How about that?
Yeah.
Right.
So, hey, speaking of things from the past, I watched Chernobyl.
I watched the
Did
first
everybody
30
watch
minutes.
it?
I haven't seen it
The
yet.
first 30 minutes were
I can't
incredible.
wait for it.
Incredible.
I heard it was really, really, really
I'm
good.
just going to tell people to watch it because it's really good. And I'm assuming it's very historically
Dumb
accurate.
question,
Yeah, I think so,
but
too.
it's literally about the meltdown at Chernobyl.
Yeah, it starts and gets right into it. It's
I
the
heard-
night it happened. Like there's no
Really?
precursor bullshit set up. It just
Goes
goes,
right into it.
Everything I read about it starts with that, but then like the overwhelming majority of the show is just showing how the Soviets were just assholes.
Yeah, they
And,
essentially
like,
just kept lying about it because they were worried that it wouldn't look good if it got out, and it resulted in killing like millions and millions.
And
of
it was
people.
during the middle of the Cold War, so they weren't like sharing information with other countries anyway, because everybody was worried about them, right? So yeah, and I guess the anniversary is April 26th. And it was in 1986 when it happened. I didn't know that. Probably the timing, right?
Was,
Yeah,
it,
I
was,
would
there,
assume so.
was there
release of
6
this.
episodes total?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
One
looks
per week.
very well done. I mean, yeah, there's a bunch of well-known actors in it. I'm very, very excited for it.
It's very good. What I mean, can you imagine like when that leaked and fucking because like I won't give anything away, but obviously there were a lot of people in power there that were like, "This is bullshit. What are you worried
Yeah.
about? Just fucking do your job. Let's clean up. Just spray water on it." And
Now, do they?
it was just end up killing thousands of people.
Are they just using English where Russian should be spoken?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
It's
so
all
there's-
British accents for some reason.
Right.
Like,
yeah, all the people playing them are British, but outside of that, it's fucking electric.
There are still hot spots in Chernobyl today.
Yeah.
That if you stay there too long, it will kill you.
Yeah, that stuff
much
doesn't go away.
radiation. Yeah.
No.
It's
yeah.
like in the earth forever.
Well, there was that one movie. There was that one horror film that was actually pretty good. Can't remember.
Oh,
the
where
name.
they go back to Chernobyl.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's Chernobyl Diaries. Diaries. Yeah.
that what it was?
Sorry, Z.
I thought you were going to reference Godzilla.
Huh?
I thought you were going to reference Godzilla.
No, not yet. May 31st though.
Oh, it's coming up.
Very, very excited.
It's coming up. All right. So speaking of movies, you guys want to do a little throwback fact or fiction?
Yes.
Yes.
Zito, let's hit it.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
You don't know if I'm lying or not. I could be telling the truth. That's why it's called fact or fiction. Okay. Here we go. Movie theme. Those green symbols that rain down the screen in the Matrix movies look like complicated algorithms, but they are not. They're actually scanned symbols from the production designer's wife's sushi cookbooks. Is this piece of movie trivia fact or fiction?
So are they Japanese symbols?
I would assume if it's a sushi cookbook.
I've never heard this before.
I always thought it was like binary code.
Yeah,
I thought it
I
was
assumed
too. But I like it. I'm going fact.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna go fact as well.
Make fact. We're gonna fucking tie fact.
That's a wild
Anybody
one
else?
for Todd to make up.
I'm going fact on that.
Fact.
Sushi
Sushi Jeffrey
cookbook.
Gorman. We're 3.
We haven't done this in a
Facts.
while. Todd, this is fiction.
Okay.
Backroom
1
fiction.
Oh, backroom is all on board with fiction. So we're 3 and 2. You could tie it up, or you could weight it heavily on the side of fact. Fact. We're at 4 to 2. Front room says fact. Back room says fiction. All right. This piece of historical movie trivia is indeed fact.
What?
Let's go.
Always go against the back room.
Incredible.
Nice.
I was like, that one's
That's a big piece of that movie. And
Right.
he's fucking looking at a sushi cookbook over his wife's shoulder, like, oh, look at those fucking symbols. They just put a bunch of those together and rain them down and make.
Hopefully
them
that guy got the help he needs.
I knew that was that. There's sometimes where it's even a little bit too good of a fact for
Oh,
you.
that
That's
makes
a
sense.
good
They had to
tidbit.
fucking shave the budget any way they could because that was very fucking expensive.
Over budget,
to make.
that movie?
At the time, most expensive movie ever.
It ended up making money though, right?
Oh yeah,
I would
Lots.
assume. Still making money.
Yeah.
What a great fucking movie.
Speaking of him,
Movies.
your boy comes out. Your boy comes out with his third this month.
The what? John Wick.
Oh,
Dude,
Parabellum.
can't wait. Those are my new. That's my new favorite.
You
like,
see, Keanu Reeves is
series of
also
movies.
in Toy Story. He's
Really?
he's the voice of like the new Toy Story character in the next one.
Really? What's
Yeah.
the character? Do we know?
It's like a stuntman toy, like
Really?
a Canadian stuntman toy. Yeah, it actually looks pretty good.
I love it.
Zito's been watching John Wick videos, John Wick training videos,
They're the
Getting
best.
better.
Gun
I'm getting
training
way
videos.
better with
Dude.
the gun.
and he's doing it around the office.
That movie's 100% just the stunt choreography. I mean, he's awesome.
He's very-
Keanu's awesome.
No, I mean,
but
his stunt choreography is
yes.
awesome.
Well, also
He's such an athlete.
The director of that was the original John Wick. Was the first movie he ever directed. He'd been a stunt coordinator for like 20 years, so that's why.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's why it's
That's
fucking
an awesome
unreal.
piece of knowledge
Yeah,
right there.
for sure. It's that guy's the truth.
That
Chad
guy's
Stahelski or
if I
something
ever
like
get
that.
a chance to make a movie, I'll change fucking stunt choreography forever. It's all like beginning. That's why I love that movie so much because it doesn't try to pretend to be that it's something it's not. It's like from opening credits to closing credits, where it's going to kill people in the most amazing ways possible.
And very, very accurate with how he uses the gun and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
And that got fucking killed when the first trailer for the first movie came out. People
did.
were just saying like, "Oh, this is gonna fucking suck. This looks like a bomb." And
I can
Couldn't
see,
be
I
more
can see
right.
why they would think that.
yeah, me too. I mean, he had the
Because Keanu, you mean,
yeah. I'm thinking I'm back. That was like the centerpiece of the trailer, but still.
that's my favorite.
Speaking of
impression
trailer,
to do.
it's coming out this Thursday. The
Pikachu?
It trailer. The It 2.
Oh yeah, it too.
I've never
too.
seen those.
Wait. It too?
It too.
I haven't seen one thing for that.
Yeah, trailer's coming out
We're
this
talking
Thursday.
about the clown?
Yeah.
September movie release this Thursday, and I'm not a scary guy, but I went and saw that. I really enjoyed the movie.
Oh, wait, the trailer comes out on
trailer
Correct,
comes out.
correct.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I thought you said the movie comes
Has
out on
everybody
Thursday.
seen that movie? I've not seen any.
Yeah.
I saw the original,
Okay, there you
but a long time ago. But
No, I have not seen the. Do you like it though, Gorms?
Hi, Georgie.
The new one was really good.
Yeah, it's
it was really
creepy.
good.
I thought you were talking about Detective Pikachu because that was my last day, by the way. Pretty excited for that.
Like a balloon? What a nice boat.
It's wild that it's right.
Can't wait. Oh, I need some movie help here. You guys watch a lot more movies than I have, and have seen a lot more movies than I have.
Which
That's
is
one
wild
thing.
since you've been
I
in
know,
one.
but that's just never been my I'm just not a huge movie watcher. But I saw Jack Reacher the other night, and I need you guys to fill in the
Pittsburgh, PA.
dots. All right, fill in the dots for me.
okay.
All right, let me be transparent. I saw the last 3 minutes of Jack Reacher. So what did I miss? Here's what I saw. It looked like his daughter was being dropped off at school. They didn't have the most friendly goodbye. She was in a skirt, like
You sure it was Jack Reacher?
I don't think he has a daughter at all.
Well, it was something like
That
that.
doesn't sound right.
Isn't it Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack Reacher.
He's
have
a
you
military policeman.
Yeah, have you
who-
Yeah, but there's a young lady then. I don't know if his daughter, but he drops her like off out of school, and they all have the same skirts and plaid pants and white
Is
shirts.
this the second
and-
one?
I don't know, but it was
I didn't
Jack
see the second
Reacher.
one.
I think you're thinking of Man on Fire with Denzel Washington.
No, it was Tom Cruise, and then they said goodbye. It was bad, and then she walked away, and he kind of looked at her, and then he turned around, and he looked sad and stuff, and all of a sudden you hear, and it's her on the sidewalk saying, "Come here," and then big hug and everything, and then screen went black. Movie over. So what did I miss?
Have you seen Mission Impossible?
Yeah,
It was like that.
like that.
Okay, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, thanks,
Jack
guys.
Reacher, not great.
It was
Yeah.
filmed in Pittsburgh, PA.
Not great movies.
They had to shut down Mario's a couple of nights. Wasn't very happy.
Really?
Yeah,
Pissed.
Yeah, because it was.
Was
part
that
of
where the
film.
bar fight was?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
pretty cool.
about
You guys
that?
have been in that parking lot.
Oh yeah.
I did read in the first Bourne movie when I was trying to come up with fact or fiction stuff that there was a scene. I remember the scene like
Bourne's
when
so good.
he gets off the phone and one guy has a gun on him and he takes the gun away and he knocks out these two dudes real quick inside. It's like close quarters though, all in one room, right? And when they were filming the scene, they of course the choreography they were doing in an open room. They didn't actually go hardcore within the sex. They didn't want to break shit. So when they get in there, it was a lot closer. They were a lot closer to each other, and then they had trained. And he really like fucking shattered this dude's nose and knocked him out cold. Like deviated his septum, and they're like,
do that more often.
I know. And I guess the stunt guy was so fucking happy that they were caught it. He's like, oh, we got to use it. We got to use it. We're not doing it again. Because I guess if you slow it down, and I can't wait to do this, you can actually see like the dude's eyes roll back in his head. Like he's out cold in the air. Hits the ground like a sack.
I wonder how many times that happens.
It's got to happen every now and again, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, the way movies are now, because used to movies were hokey. Like, oh, yeah, you're punching to the side of his head. And now it's so fucking good. That guy's going to get... People get fucked up all the time.
Start paying people to get really knocked out in these movie sets to increase the realism. Let's just do it.
That's
a couple $1,000, show up to the set, memorize a move or two, and then bow.
Yeah. Like I said in Raging Bull, like fucking
yeah.
Robert De Niro fucking cold-cocked some dude and like knocked him out.
Other way, too. He wanted guys to like beat the fuck out of him in there.
I guess he was a pretty good boxer, they said.
Yeah. You know, they used chocolate for the blood in that.
Really?
Oh, because it's black and white?
Yeah, because they shot in black and white. Yeah.
Wow.
What
nice.
that?
Another little tidbit for you guys.
Delicious.
Speaking of stuntman in movies, I cannot wait for Brad Pitt and Leo.
Oh, God, I know.
Have you seen the trailer for that?
No.
What's it called? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Mm-hmm.
So Brad Pitt is Leo's stuntman or the other way around? Leo is Brad Pitt's stuntman.
I believe Brad Pitt is Leo's stuntman.
And that's coming out Scorsese?
No. Tarantino.
Tarantino, my bad. But it looks fucking...
What's the movie about?
It's based in L.A. around the
the
time of like the
70s,
Charles
right?
Manson murders. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Love a good period piece.
Yeah, and there's so many ridiculously good actors. And it's Tarantino. He wrote the script. He's directing.
It's
probably
gonna be awesome.
It's going to be incredible.
If you're going somewhere that requires you to dress up, don't buy a suit off the rack and look like an idiot. Yeah. You don't need people laughing at how short your sleeves are, how wide your jacket is, Gorman. You're at a funeral. Show some respect for the deceased and for yourself.
Amen.
Johnny Drama off the rack. You don't need it.
Indochino is the world's most exciting made-to-measure menswear company. They make suits and shirts to your exact measurements for an unparalleled fit and comfort. Looking to get married? They have tons of options for those looking to outfit their wedding party. Guys love the wide selection of high-quality fabrics and colors to choose from, not to mention the option to personalize the details, including your lapel, lining, pockets, buttons, and writing your own monogram.
Awesome.
Here's how it works. Visit a stylist at their showroom. They have over 40 in North America alone.
That's a lot.
And then have them take your measurements personally or measure yourself at home and shop online at Indochino.com. Choose your fabric inside and out. Choose your design customizations. Submit your measurements with your choices. Relax while your suit gets professionally tailored and mailed to you in a couple of weeks. This week, our listeners can get any premium Indochino suit for just $359.
What?
Indochino.com when entering Heartland at checkout. That's 50% off the regular price for a made-to-measure premium suit. Plus the shipping's free. That's Indochino.com, promo code Heartland for any premium suit for just $359 and free shipping. Incredible deal for a premium made-to-measure suit. Once you go custom, you don't go back.
Get my derby suit.
What a deal.
Wedding season.
Getting a suit right now.
Boys, I don't talk a lot about Games of Thrones when you guys bring it up, right? Game of Thrones.
There
Sorry.
you go. There you go.
I've never seen it. It's just not my thing. I love that everyone else loves it. It's just not my thing, you know? But I can talk Game of Thrones now.
Why?
And I'm going to have Ty Schmidt back me up on this.
Okay.
Because everybody's been talking about, we're late to this party, but the Starbucks cup that was left, or the coffee cup that was left. Absolute does not happen in any Hollywood production. Ty Schmidt, let me just say what I will, and then you tell me if I'm wrong or right. Set designers, camera operators, first AD, the director, the cinematographer, the set people, all those people, and in editing, no less. They all miss that cup. That's bullshit. I'm saying this is Starbucks in with Game of Thrones, a little thing like Chance the Rapper did with Wendys. I'm saying it's that. That thing cannot go. That cannot happen in a multi-million, hundreds of $1 million productions that it happens. It just doesn't happen in Hollywood. I know there's been stuff in the past that has been missed, and then you have to go back and look at it. But a thing like Game of Thrones where you have literally a styrofoam coffee cup.
Think about how many people saw that scene even after production.
Yes.
Right.
In editing.
Yeah.
No
That's
way.
what I'm talking about. In editing, those editing bays, you're there for hours cutting the same scene, hours upon hours.
No way
and
that
not
wasn't
seeing-
intentional.
That's what I'm saying. It had to have been.
Starbucks
Ty,
reaps the
am I wrong?
benefit, And that's a fucking meme that just helps push Game of Thrones
Right.
even more than
Exactly.
it's already getting pushed.
Yeah, you're 1,000% right.
So-
Especially in like a period piece
Right.
like that, where
Yeah.
it's like medieval. It's like, all right, we need like very obviously we need to make sure that doesn't show up on there. But they also last night they went
They
in and
removed
edited
it.
it out. Yeah, so if you watch it on HBO Go like today, it's not in there
No
anymore.
kidding.
Well, that's because it already got the play that
Yeah.
they wanted it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That shit
Genius
doesn't ever
move.
happen.
I didn't catch it during.
Neither did I. But that's the other thing too.
Just
is
one
You're looking
out of 30
in that
million
scene,
people
there's a
cut.
conversation going on in the foreground.
Yeah, it's
Like,
John
if,
and Tormund.
If you're not paying attention to that, then you're a buffoon. So I really don't give a shit if you can notice the.
Some dude was jerking off looking at Khaleesi.
Yeah, exactly.
And caught it.
Right.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Khaleesi.
Someone's just way
is
too
this a
obsessed.
Starbucks?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He had it fucking paused.
And people were making way too big of a deal about it. Like, who gives a fuck?
That's what
we
I
all
said.
realize it's a TV show.
I
It's
said
not real
yesterday
life.
on Pat's show, like it's just the trendy thing now to shit on Game of Thrones.
Right.
Like it's not going to be what everyone wants it to be. So and it'll get action on Twitter. So
Yes.
people are just fucking. You got 3 more weeks to do it. Why not shoot your shot while you can?
Can't wait.
It's free marketing on top of marketing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
People are so dumb. The people that believe that just happened, like, ooh, yeah, these guys suck. They can't make a movie and fucking forget about Starbucks cup.
Don't
Well, and I always
right.
love people like shitting on the writers. It's like, dude, I take one look at your picture, like you're a fucking scumbag, right? Like you couldn't write a fucking Bernstein Bears book, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like it's
not a bad
asinine.
franchise though.
No, hey,
Barrington Bears.
no one's a bigger fan of the Bernstein Bears than I am, right?
Bad franchise.
How much? That had to cost Starbucks so much money, but worth it. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to pay whatever it takes to get your fucking cup
Like
in
if
Game
you're
of Thrones.
Starbucks, I mean, does everyone not go into Starbucks? Do you really need to pay for some fucking?
Yeah,
Product
there's really no
placement.
competitor. I mean,
No, there is not.
Are they global?
Who?
Starbucks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to bring in some new markets overseas.
Just a flex,
be.
I think.
Could
yeah,
be that
for sure. Big flex.
Are they big in the Nordic markets, Oslo, Norway.
Speaking of flex,
Probably not, to be honest.
Todd, you still doing that bro bets?
Yeah.
So am I. Tony, you in?
Yeah, I am.
I am. You took Cincinnati yesterday, right?
I did.
You know what we
the
didn't
over.
talk about,
Oh
which I
my
thought
God.
this was genius?
The bees.
The bees. Before the game, the 18-minute delay, and it just so happened 2 master beekeepers were in attendance. The one guy was a regular fan. The one guy was a friend of the owner of the Reds, who was in the owner's suite, and they found out about it. And the guy's like, "Yeah, just give me a box, and I'll find the queen." And they all these bees, a queen had fell behind one of the seats in not general admission, but one of the seats.
Oh, that's what happened.
And the queen went in there, and then all the bees flocked to the queen, and they said there were 75,000 bees. It was 10 pounds of bees. And the guy's like, "Yeah, just give me a box, and I'll drop the queen in there, and then I'll all go in there, and we'll fold it, and you guys can play ball." And it was just like, I was reading a full story. I was like, just like it was nothing, And sure enough, he dropped the queen in there. No stings for the guy.
Yeah.
All of them went, most of the bees went there. It was 10 pounds full of bees, and it was a bobblehead night for somebody there. And one of the boxes they used was holding, some of the bobbleheads. But I just thought that was 20 minutes of, we're not going to be able to play this game with a swarm of bees around. And the guy's like, "I got this.
No problem.
I got this. No stings."
Beekeepers are a weird bunch.
Yeah.
It's incredible though. Like told you the guy that got rid of Pat's bees. Like you may not even know those storms, but he couldn't get into the barn of bad decisions because it was just infested with these bees. Like they were everywhere. And my buddy's a beekeeper on the side. Works for state police. He's like, I'll come get rid of it for you. So I call Pat. Like, you want him to come get rid of the bees? He's like, yeah. He pulls up. Same thing. Gets the bee. Puts in the car. All the other bees get inside his car. Drives off with all the bees in his car till he gets home, and then
Opens the
corrals
doors.
them up and puts them in his bee shit at his house.
I don't understand how you find the queen though, out of like 10,000.
Biggest bee.
Well, yeah, no shit. it's not like it's fucking 6 feet though.
Well, they do flock to the queen though, right? So wherever the
Wherever
most
most of
highly
them are.
populated areas,
Yeah.
the queen's probably in there somewhere.
You guys know how I feel about bees. We need those bees.
We do need
Good on that guy for not hurting any of them.
Yeah, seriously.
Without the bees, the world
Allergic.
dies.
Dead.
Allergic to bees.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh, after that,
I got news for you. If it comes to saving you or the bees, I'm saving the bees.
Sure. Yeah. All humanity. No,
got
I'm
some-
with you on the bees. I literally have been stung by a bee. a dozen times in my life, and every time the part of my body that was stung, I mean, I've been stung here on my forearm, and it's a Popeye arm, and my fingers are fucking summer sausages. Like it's just
You're a little bit allergic.
Yeah, so I got to go get the foot with the thing with the zzz, and I don't have one. Yeah, so now I just use the Miracle Minute or Medical Minute place, urgent care.
Speaking of saving the bees, I saw today that there's a million species of animals and things like that on the internet that are in jeopardy of becoming extinct because of us, because we're assholes.
Yeah.
Saw that.
It's kind of sad.
That's what we do.
Such as, Tony.
What do you mean, such as? A million? Pick one. Fucking throw it.
One.
Rhinos.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they were like a lot of the wetland animals that can't fly, like 27% of the birds, a lot of the sea creatures. Because
You know what I could do with about 27% less birds too, by the way.
Me too.
So I'm okay with that one.
Birds,
Yeah.
I mean, all they do is fucking carry disease from one place
Shit
to
on
another.
everything.
The elephants, you see, the British military are doing patrols in Luanda National Park as part of this counter-poaching operation in Malawi, I guess it's called. They're doing it, and this one British soldier was proud to serve and did his first patrol. Got attacked and killed by an elephant
Jesus.
while patrolling for poachers.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should have.
A little irony there.
Not. I mean, I just feel bad for a million species.
Yeah, but
becoming
what are we
extinct.
supposed to do? Like, go back to the fucking Stone Ages? Like, sorry the Industrial Revolution happened, pal, okay? It's us or you guys, and guess what? We're going to win every fucking time.
You're right. You're right.
Like, what are we just going to knock down all these factories now?
Even
The damage has been done.
even if it felt
Throw
wrong
it over
coming
the
out of my
Yeah,
mouth.
just throw it over the
It
fucking
felt wrong
hill.
coming out of my mouth. Feeling bad for the animals.
How about Kodiak bears?
What about?
Extinct or no?
And they're not extinct yet.
Well, you say, are they one of the species that may be?
A million, Gorms. A fucking million.
All right.
I'm just saying.
Is it Kodiak bears getting extinct?
No, they're
I don't
fine.
know.
They're still woodlands. That's good. The fucking
Panda bears because they won't fuck.
Yep.
Yep.
That's on them. Jim
Pandas, polars, they got no shot.
Jim Jeffries' great stand-up act on fucking panda bears. If you've never heard it,
No.
go listen to it. It's fucking hysterical. Polar bears are dead
Yeah, they're just
because they're dumb. They're just walking out on the ice, and the ice melts, and they're fucking dead.
Their memory will live on through the Christmas Coke commercials forever. That's all
Very
we need.
true.
Great
And the
commercial.
Klondike bar.
Yeah, and the Klondike bar.
What would you do for Klondike?
Nothing, by the way. Not a big Klondike bar fan.
You're not a Klondike bar
No.
fan? Oh, I love a good Klondike
fucking.
bar.
It's vanilla ice cream with a
chocolate shell.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing special.
Do you
Come
think?
on.
I would 10 times out of 10 rather have an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, big
Well,
Whopper.
yeah,
Yep.
I'm a big
Same.
ice cream sandwich.
What would you
Klondike,
rather
very
have?
average.
A Klondike bar or a vanilla cone dipped in the chocolate that then hardens and then you can kind of
What ice
crunch
cream
it?
shop?
DQ.
Probably the
Klondike.
probably the cone, just because I enjoy eating the cone at the end.
Is it a waffle cone?
Sugar or waffle
It's a
or the
waffle,
standard?
nerd.
Doesn't matter.
Love
either
a
one.
sugar cone.
Doesn't matter either one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sugar cones are
Like
delicious.
drumsticks? Fuck me.
with the
Mouth.
chocolate
the
in
best.
the bottom.
You know
Whoever
what?
thought of that?
You know what? Nobody's done, and I don't know why not, but why don't they take an ice cream sandwich, dip it in chocolate, and let that chocolate freeze?
so like there's the chocolate over the soft fucking sandwich part.
yes. I have a shell and an ice cream
not
sandwich
a
on
bad
the
idea,
inside.
Todd, you may want to take that off the show. You're on to
Don't
something.
say.
You're on to
Copyright,
something.
copyright.
You're on to something.
Trademark,
What do you got,
trademark,
Fox?
trademark.
By the way,
Vanilla fucking
the internet had my back on the
what,
vanilla
like
frosty.
6 fucking psychos?
No. I just replied to a tweet and it got like, for me, I'm not trying to be. It got over 150 likes. Okay,
Nice.
that's 150 people that
Foxy!
supported the vanilla
Wait, what's wrong with the
frosty.
It's 150 scumbags.
These
eating
guys
a-
gave me
an
a
inferior
lot.
product.
Why?
Foxy,
They
how
gave me
many,
a lot of
how many
shit.
followers do you
Vanilla
have on Twitter?
Frosty?
20,000.
All right, so 150 out of 20,000.
But it
Good
was a
fucking
reply
ratio.
tweet. It was a reply tweet. It
Now-
wasn't even like two any.
One of them was that girl who's all grown up now that belonged to Ted Bundy's girlfriend that he helped raise. So we're not counting that at all.
Side note though. Side note about the animals. How have we not figured out how to clone these things and keep them alive?
We all see Jurassic Park.
Well,
We
yeah,
don't have
it's
Now you're getting into ethics.
It's a slippery slope.
Why?
It's going to happen.
I mean,
though.
a lot of people asked if we could. No one asked if we should.
They need
Yeah.
parents.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's going to happen.
This guy's never seen Jurassic Park either.
This guy, you never seen
It's
Jurassic Park?
unbelievable.
I have seen it, but guys,
You want to play God?
It's all about the mosquitoes.
Oh, you just saw the dinosaurs
Fossilized
walking around.
mosquitoes.
Oh, look at the.
You know what?
You didn't
These
think
aren't
about the
fucking-
underlying issues.
these aren't dinosaurs though.
Hey.
These are polar
Hey,
bears.
But what if they're
meant
evil?
if they're meant to be here, they'll find a way. Because life finds a way.
I like that.
It does.
If they're
I do
meant
like
to be
that.
here, Life will find a way.
You're right.
But they'll be
Jeff
evil.
Goldblum.
Like nothing that you artificially create ever is good.
It's evil. It's always evil.
Bunch of mindless, soulless sheep walking around, like all you Vanilla Frosty likers.
You're crazy for not liking Vanilla Frosties.
Thank you, Zito.
You
Are you
like
serious?
everything.
Thank you, Zito.
Come on.
Zito, you go and you order vanilla over chocolate?
Yeah.
No way.
Thank
I
you.
don't
Big
buy
vanilla
that.
guy.
You just eat
You
vanilla
drink,
ice cream
you
by
drink
itself.
chocolate milk
Yeah.
every single day in this office.
Well, that's different. It's not ice cream.
Way different.
It's exactly
It's
the same.
unfrozen ice cream.
It's exactly the same.
No one buys vanilla ice cream just to eat it. You have to put other shit
Well,
on
I
top
eat
of
my
it.
apple pie.
I don't know about that, Todd.
What do you mean?
You
I
buy
don't know
it just
about
to
that.
eat?
I don't know about that.
It's only for a la mode or
I
to
had
put shit in.
vanilla ice cream as a dessert the other
yeah.
day at
Palate cleanser.
King's Country Restaurant.
at Ted's Montana Grill.
Yeah, and you
free ads.
chop people up and hide them on banks of rivers.
And
this
it
is what
was-
vanilla people do.
No, hold on. Let me finish. It was Haagen-Dazs. It was amazing.
Oh yeah, that's
It was
different.
amazing. I'm with you, Nick. Vanilla's vanilla. It just is it. But this was something else. I don't know what they put in it.
Was
Might
it
have
a
been some-
palate cleanser? Was it a nice sorbet before you had something else?
It was two regular small scoops of ice cream.
Okay.
Myself, my dinner companion shared it, 2 spoons. The vanilla,
Then you fucked.
Then you killed her.
not the vanilla. Then the vanilla was amazing. Yes.
What'd you pay for those 2 scoops though?
Oh, probably about $13, $14. Yeah, but you know what? I mean, it was
In Indianapolis, Indiana, I went to a restaurant the other day that charged $9.50 for a fucking Tito's drink.
It's too much.
Wow.
Where the
absurd.
fuck are we living?
What's Tito's vodka?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's not going to fucking
I mean,
bother
it's
you at
top
all,
shelf,
fucking-
but
No, I was just saying Tito's is like a low end vodka if memory serves, right?
middle of the road.
Middle class.
Yeah.
It's middle of the road, just like your.
So
just
if you
like-
got a vodka drink that had the
like
Grey
bottom
Goose,
middle
Grey
shelf.
Goose, what would that wrong? If Tito's was $9.50, is Grey Goose $13.50?
I bet you. No, I bet you it's the same. Tito's has become so popular these days that it's starting to get top
That
shelf
is
think
prices.
you're
true.
right.
That is true.
I think you're right.
And I blame myself for it.
Coming soon, Zito's tequila.
oh yeah,
Nice.
you're gonna get your own brand.
Yeah.
Hey, Clooney
What's
just
gonna be
sold his
special
for
about
$1
it?
billion. Yeah,
I
you
know he
bombs.
did.
It's gonna be what?
Zito bomb.
Oh, for Zito bombs. Nice.
What's a Zito bomb?
I don't know yet. I think orange juice and tequila.
Can you call it Uncle Zito's and just put a picture of Uncle Tito on there from Rocket
Put a
Power?
mustache on him.
Guys,
If you
the
get your own vodka,
the resemblance is uncanny.
Yeah.
You should start a vanilla ice cream company for all you freaks.
Yeah,
can all
probably
get
sell
together.
out.
Something to think about.
If we're gonna trust anyone's taste buds in this office,
Thank you.
it's gonna be Zito's.
No,
very
because he
much.
likes everything.
Yeah. There's nothing he doesn't like.
That means
Movies,
he's tried
food.
everything.
No, I know
and that
something he
means
doesn't like.
knows.
Wings with sauce on it. He hates it.
Why would you bring that up?
Oh my
hates it.
god.
This is what I'm
He
talking
says
about.
that, but he ate every single
Yeah,
one.
it was
Oh,
so
he did.
good.
He did. Okay. Maybe I was wrong.
He just prefers dry over wet.
I hate my fingers get all dirty.
Me too. I'm a dry over wet guy too. I mean, you can put the sauce on the side and you
Yeah, you dip.
dip the sauce with the dry wing into the sauce and
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
yeah.
It's a trend too. I haven't been. It's been forever since I used to all the time. You go to a place, you'd be like, "Hey, can I just have the wings dry and the sauce on the side?" And a lot of places wouldn't do it. Everybody does it now. It's like catching on.
It's just chicken. I mean, it could just
I feel
comes.
like it helped
it's-
change the world.
It's deep fried chicken.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
for
changed
sure.
it.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That thing you're talking about. But if you get the dry rub, it's completely different.
Yeah,
Okay, we're on the same page.
but everybody's got a dry rub version now.
They do.
Yeah,
They do.
Come on, Gorms.
like you can't get it without.
Come on,
I don't know.
Gorms. It's not hard. All you gotta do is fucking throw some Larry's on there and it's fucking delicious.
Is that, you anything else?
Me?
Yep.
I was just going to talk about it. You guys, have seen Ty or Zito with AirPods. Mm-hmm. Do you guys use the AirPods?
Yeah, we all have.
Yep.
They're cordless, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
One guy fell asleep and the AirPod and he swallowed it. And then 36 hours later, he shat it out, and it was working like a charm.
Yeah,
it was still with like 36% battery left.
They're pretty durable. They're pretty durable.
That's why I won't get them because I do when I. All right, so this is how I sleep. I always fall asleep like in the act of not being asleep. Like I stage myself like I'm going to be up for hours on purpose, knowing I'm going to fall asleep soon. But I put shit on me around. I fell asleep the other day with a giant bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch on my chest. When I woke up in the morning, the bowl was like underneath me on the side. The whole giant bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch is just loose in the bed now with all the sugar grains, you know. So
What about the milk?
There was no milk. I eat it dry in bed.
Oh,
I'm not,
okay.
yeah. So, yeah, I'm a psycho. So I'm scooping it all out. I think I'm shaking the sheet to get the sugar. No, that never once occurred to me to pull the sheet off and wash it or anything. I'm just like, no, I got it off by hand. No problem. So you fast forward like a week and a half after
You
this.
say you didn't wash the sheets?
No, I just left it the way it was. So
I would have done the same.
fast forward like a week and a half later, my lady and I are having sex.
Good for you, man.
And I'm on top, which is unusual for me. I prefer the bottom. But I'm on top, and I'm really getting some traction going, whatever. And in the heat of the moment, I reach forward, and my hand like slides under the pillow. Boom! Big handful of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You ate it, right?
You ate it.
While
You
we're
ate
having
it.
sex, I pulled it out, and I go, "Look what I found!"
You ate it, right?
Oh yeah. All right. Well, this has been a fun episode. Thanks for listening, guys. Continue to spread the word about the podcast and the Pat McAfee Show 2.0 and Bro Brett's and
That's Hockey Talk.
Hockey Talk. We are out.